Well, what can one say about what we have just witnessed in the Malaysia Masters 500 final? PV Sindhu up 11-3 in the final game, on the cusp of ending 2 years of heartbreak. But she squanders an 8 point lead and she loses the final. It cannot get as heartbreaking as it has, because if you're joining us now, breaking news at this point in time, PV Sindhu has unfortunately suffered a dramatic loss in the final of the Malaysia Masters 500 tournament against her Chinese opponent Zhang. And she has lost by winning she won the first game 21-16, but then she dramatically lost 5-21 in the second game. She was up 11-3 in the final game, but she squandered the advantage and she's managed to lose 16-21. This is how heartbreaking it can get. PV Sindhu, a combination of factors, if you look at it, worked against her. Firstly, fatigue. This was the fourth consecutive three-gamer that she has played in the Malaysia Masters. Right from the round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, she had undergone lots and lots of games to ensure she got through to the final. Her semi-final against Busanan took 88 minutes to finish. There, at that point, she was thoroughly fatigued. Here, when she came onto the court, she started well. The drift that was coming through at that point in time, that ensured that she was in control. She won the game 21-16. But then when she went to the other side of the court, where the drift was far more pronounced, misjudgments and errors came into being. The first game, what she had done was in the body smashes, aggressive smashes, good net play. And because of that, she had managed to ensure she won the game and she was consistently on top. But then Zhang got the better side of the court. And then the drift that she ensured, her lobs, her smashes, the drift ensured that PV Sindhu got a lot of misjudgment. She thought the shuttle was going outside of the court, but then what happened? To her horror, it landed there, and that is why it was truly a meltdown in the second game. And already you could see that the fatigue was creeping in. The drift and the fatigue combined for a lot of unforced errors, and she was absolutely decimated 5-21. In the third and deciding game, she managed to get the better side of the court, but the misjudgments and the fatigue continued. She unfortunately made a lot of unforced errors. She was up 11-3, but then she lost in a dramatic way, squandering about 10 consecutive points. And from 11-3, she was trailing 14-11. This was the turning point, and Zhang did not let go of it, and which is the reason why PV Sindhu has suffered a heartbreaking loss in the Malaysia Masters. She had reached the final for the first time since April 2023, but she had not won a tournament ever since September 2022. And now, unfortunately, with this loss, her morale might take a big hit. Now there is not too much time for Paris, just about 1.5 months remaining. She will play in Paris, but then unfortunately now her medal prospects, it now looks pretty distant, because this will hammer her confidence in a big way. And that is why heartbreaking indeed that PV Sindhu has lost. So people who are joining us, PV Sindhu, chance to end her golden run, chance to end her drought rather. 2 years she had not won a title. Now she was on the cusp, 11-3 in the final game. How she lost 8 points and then ensured she lost the game will haunt her for a very long time indeed. Heartbreak continues for Sindhu. No title since September 2022 when she won Singapore. She reached the final in Madrid, but she lost to Gabriela Tunjung in April. Now her first final after nearly 1 year, 3 months. She was on the cusp of winning the Malaysia Masters 500, but she's lost. 21-16, 5-21, 16-21. Heartbreak cannot get any bigger than this. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Bye-bye.